You guys already know that the Empower Hour is a spiritually grounded platform here for the people. But spirit doesn't just come from the inside, spirit comes from the outside in. We have this queen, Fabiola, who's producing these spiritual products, is how I like to put them. We got oils, we got teas, we got creams that aren't just healing, they're uplifting, they're spiritually enlightening, they are life transforming products. I'm excited to have this queen with us today. She's going to be sharing about all the products, all the benefits of the products that she's created, the inspiration behind them. And she's also going to be sharing about this amazing empowerment event that she has coming up that is geared to uplift our queens and to educate our kings. Stay tuned. It's going to be another hot one on the Empower Hour.
I think this is me.
Welcome to the Empower Hour. We bring power to the people because the people have the power. This squad's going to entertain, enlighten, and empower y'all. I'm Queen Kaya, joined by Pharaoh Hammond Freeman and Gina the Great. But before we do anything else, like always, we're going to bless this show and our kings and queens listening.
Blessed melanated rising, my people. I'm so grateful. I'm grateful to life. I'm grateful to God, our creator. I'm grateful to our ancestors for being present with us and for creating this opportunity for us to be able to be on air today. And I just ask that today's show, let it be very uplifting, let it be entertaining, let it be enlightening, but most importantly, let it be empowering for each and every one of our listeners. And I'm sending out that spirit of love. I'm sending out a spirit of light, unity, strength, great health, peace, strength, wealth to each and every one of our listeners. And I just want to remind everybody that the Empower Hour is an inclusive space. Regardless to your race, your religious denomination, your views, you are welcome here because we're here to bring power to the people. Because, guys, people have the power. Hotep, amen, and ashe.
Ashe.
I'll be ad-libbing, just going with the energy. Like, it seems like the spirit has more to say today, guys. I was just grateful to be a vessel.
Parlay with the people. Parlay with the people.
Parlay with the people.
Parlay with the people.
Parlay with the people.
Parlay with the people. Parlay with the people.
Parlay with the people.
Parlay with the people, y'all.
And we are back, people. As you guys know, as I mentioned at the beginning of our show, guys, we're talking spirituality. We're talking great products. We're talking healing. We're talking natural healing. We are blessed to have our sister Fabiola with us today. Welcome. Thank you for being on Parlay with the People with us. We're glad to have you. So now, so first of all, Fabiola, you've been a part of OFC for, I don't know, it feels like a couple of months out at this point.
Yes.
But from day one, from when I met you, so big shout out to our sister who hosted the all white Christmas event.
Yes.
And that's how we were able to meet and connect. And actually, you guys were both at the same event.
Yes, we were.
Yeah. So that's so it's awesome. And so I had an op to meet you to meet you virtually, and to actually purchase some of the products. And I had purchased one of the sleeping aids, like the thing to put on the temple.
Yes, the sleeping oil. This is the one that we have here.
You
right
see?
here.
Good stuff. So like we like to do with our interviews, before we dive into the business, I would like for you to introduce yourself so people know a little bit about you.
Okay, my name is Fabiola Abelard, and I am first and foremost a Black Haitian proud woman, and with that being said, I carry all my heritage with me. Scholarly, I'm a educator, I'm a teacher, I'm a professor, and I'm also an herbalist. I'm a mom. I'm a mom of 3 boys. I'm a proud mom of 3 boys. I'm a sister, I'm a cousin, I'm everything. But like I said, I'm a proud Black Haitian woman, which carries her ancestors' heritage. And part of that heritage are the knowledge of plants. It's our spirituality. And this is what we have been using to heal ourselves, to better our lives. And so I'm the rightful owner and inheritor of all this knowledge, and that I wish to share with everyone.
I love that.
Me too. And the thing is, when I had just met you, that like you, as you just said in your intro, the fact that you made reference to your ancestors and made reference of, you went and you have the, call it the educational background of the, being an herbalist and stuff like that, but you're grounded in your spirituality and your knowledge of, your ancestors.
Yeah, it is very important to me, extremely important, because if you don't know who you are, if you don't know who you come from, how can you be real to what you want to carry on to someone? I know where who I am. I know where I stand, and I know that thousands of years we used herbs, plant, corks, grains, etc., to heal, to help, to elevate. And why was it good then and it's not good now for some reason?
Exactly.
So find the error, because even with the medication that we take now, they get their source from our plants.
Right.
So why don't we go straight to the source? Why do we have to go bias at it? So
I love that. And in the times that we're in right now, guys, you guys know, as those who follow us and listen to us on the Empower Hour, we're always talking alternative health. We're always talking about holistic healing. For those who are more comfortable with taking more, call it clinical, drugs and medication. We're not mad at you, but our responsibility is to give you alternatives.
yes,
You know what
exactly.
I mean?
That's the word. That's the word.
That's-
Alternative. You can choose to do, because you're free.
Yeah,
You're
exactly.
born free.
Yep.
So you have the alternative to choose whatever you want. But in order for you to choose, and to choose with rightfully, you should be presented to the truth. So you cannot choose if you don't know both truths. You choose, and then you'll choose.
That's it, and that's why we're here, and that's why I'm glad to have you on here. So now, I guess we could transition into the business.
The business is called Elavidjo. Elavidjo is means following a dream. Okay.
In what language is it?
Well, it's a mix, because I had the name in a dream.
Okay.
And so I wrote it down, and then I said, okay, that was going to be the name, because I started this 8 years ago.
Okay.
Unofficially. And then that's how I started it. And then I said, okay. And then everybody had, all my close friends, they knew that they were good, etc. I said, but why don't you sell them? Why don't you open it to everyone? And that's what I did. So it's the pursuit of a dream that I had. And the dream was to make, first and foremost, to make people understand that nature is not only drinking tea, but nature is from head to toe.
Right.
You can use nature for everything. You name it, you can use it, you can have it. It's at your disposal. You don't have to smell like a cow or like a, I don't know, something smelly or dead fish. When you are an herbalist, it doesn't mean that you're dirty. You don't. No. It means I don't look dirty.
Yeah, that's it. Okay. Yeah.
So you use things that the nature gives you freely. You use it to your advantage.
Okay.
You find, for years they have been using ruku for makeup.
Okay.
But ruku has been there for thousands of years. That's what the Taino people used to put on their faces.
Okay.
It was, and it's still used for makeup. Wuku.
Wow.
Okay.
Now you're educating me, but that's why we're here. Good.
And so on. So I offer a wide variety of products for the bath, for your spirituality, for meditation, to drink. I have coffee, pure Haitian cocoa. I have all sorts of teas. I have vaginal steams. I have baths that they use in my country when after you give birth.
Okay.
So you have a special bath that you use to put everything back in order and functioning in 1, 2, 3. And I have bath salts. I have oils. I have aphrodisiac oils. I have the oil that you bought, Pharaoh, for to help you sleep.
Yeah.
So it helps you sleep, but it maintains you in asleep.
Right, yeah.
So sometimes you fall asleep, but you wake up after a couple of hours. But it keeps you asleep. And when you wake up really feeling like rested.
Yep, I could attest to it.
Yeah. And so we have face scrubs, and everything has been done 100% pure natural products. No preservatives, no animal cruelty, and also everything is recyclable. Like we use recyclable products, things that we can use over again. For example, the bottles that we put the bath salts in, it can be reused.
Right, yeah.
Okay, and everything can be reused, so it can be refilled, etc.
So let me ask you. So for people who now, because we're getting a lot of this, right? You have, in the world that we're living right now, you have a lot of people who were vaccinated, some willing, some non-willing, but a lot of people were vaccinated. And right now we're having, especially within the OFC, we have an influx of people who are contacting us looking for alternatives for healing, alternative, because they've realized something is off within their system, and they're trying to counter it.
Yeah.
In your case, now, do you have things that you can offer to the community just to help in these circumstances?
There are stuff for the immune system, for to boost the immune system, and it is called, there are firesiders. Naike has a range of products for the immune system.
Good.
Hello, Kiki.
So good.
So she has a range of products for the immune system. But I have firesiders. I have a lot of things too. But she specializes in tincture. She's gonna show you. She has a company also.
So if you don't mind, maybe we could transition and we could use this as a segue and have Naike,
and we'll come back, right? And then talk about the products.
Of course,
right? Okay.
Of
that's
course.
good, because that's what we need.
I know, right? I'm kind of excited to deep dive. So yes, so welcome to the Empower Hour, sister. We're glad to have you.
Hello, welcome. Thank you for having me. I'm so excited to be here.
It's our pleasure. So if you can also, just first give us an idea, just if you can, just introduce yourself for us, and also like if we could talk about your business and the products that you sell, and then we'll talk about the event and we'll go back about the project. So we're here. We have time.
Hello, so welcome to the show. Thank you, Fabiola, as always, for having me. And thank you again. My name is Naike, and I live right now in the United States in Massachusetts, but I grew up in Haiti. I have a different background because my mom is French, my dad was Haitian, but I grew up in Haiti, and my dad was like a fanatic of herbs. I grew up watching him, taking care of the garden, nurturing herbs, and also he was a great cook. So I learned so much about medicinal herbs and how there was a herb for everything in Haiti. So as a young girl, I learned to be curious about herbs. So I'm a curious and adventurous being, and I love everything that's alternative. I like healing. I'm also a EFT tapping practitioner. So EFT, it's a technique that you use acupressure to release trauma, to release stress. And I'm a practitioner. I also lead online and in person meditation group. So I'm an addict of meditation. It's a technique and tool that I use for myself to relax, to eliminate stress, because right now things can be upside down. And also I'm a wellness coach. I work with women to help them step away from the masculine energy and to really step into their feminine. So I love everything that is related to the womb, to sexuality, to empowerment, because we grew up so much indoctrinated to pathologize our body. So I want to bring women back to really honoring their femininity, learning to be nurturer, learning to be intimate, learning to know that they have their power to be healers. They have powers to heal themselves and to take care of their body and not being ashamed. I'm really big on menstruation, not being ashamed of your blood, honoring your cycle, living like that cyclical being that you are. Because the problem is, for me, is that we tend to live on the masculine. The masculine tend to operate on 24 hours, but us, we go through 4 phases during the month. So some people from 21 days to 32, 35 days. So we go through 4 different phases, and I'm teaching women how to, embody that and live and eat and do things to support their menstrual cycle and to embody that. So
wow, that is powerful.
Yep.
That is powerful and very timely. I was having a conversation with somebody within the network just recently that we're going into an era where I feel the whole planet is should be evolving into a more matriarchal planet, opposed to, because right now it is run by masculine energy, but it should be run by more feminine energy.
We started out that way, right? Actually, they talk about it in the Bible, King Ahasuerus, and that's the story of Esther, where Vashti was the queen, she was the head, and they were having parties, many kingdoms down, and King Ahasuerus sent for her, and she's like, no, I'm having a party right now. Right. I'm chilling. So when she sent the note back and it arrived, he opened it, he read it aloud. The people read it aloud for him to say, well, this is what your wife said. His friends were like, so you gonna let your wife talk to you like that? So if you let your wife talk to you like that, then all of our wives is gonna talk to us like that. So you got to stop her. And that's when it switched. Okay. But we had originally started out that way. So I feel like this is right on time, and it is coming back, because they did say that who was first will then shall be last, and vice versa, right? Yep. So I think that this is a perfect time. I'm so happy to have you here, sister, because I feel like what I've been dealing with lately, actually, this is going to help me a lot, actually, because I have a lot of big questions. So I can't wait till we get to delve into that a little bit more. But this is right on time.
But you're not necessarily gonna have the answers today, because we are going to wait for you at the workshop.
That's okay. That's fine. I'm coming. I want to buy some stuff today, though, because I need to start today.
Let's take a quick positive cause just to shout out our homegirls, Kemba and Andrea from Keen Real Estate Group. Whenever you're thinking real estate, whenever you're thinking investments, whenever you're thinking about planning for the long term, think Keen Real Estate Group. They're generating wealth for generations. KeenGroup.ca. If your goal is to purchase a car and to make the process as simple as possible, just get a car broker, guys. You just get a car broker. Big shout out to our homeboy, Hamsdale Jacques, the owner of hjcourtierauto.com. That's HJCOURTIERAUTO.com. If you're a small to medium-sized business and you're getting started and you're ready to go to that next level, what do you need? You need a phone line and you need a website. Think Mainstream Digicom. They got all your telecommunication needs checked. MainstreamDigicom.com. You're trying to get out on the web. You're trying to understand how to navigate through ads. Check out Java Logics for all your marketing, your digital marketing. Where would we be without Preston? I don't even know. Check out Java Logics. I give thanks to Preston for what he's done for the OFC. The amount of positive reviews we've gotten from all his referrals, we're proud to stand behind his work. Check out javalogics.com. No, it's not just because he's my brother. It's because you can't talk hip-hop in Montreal without saying M-City Solo. Guys, check out his latest project, In My Fields, available on mcitysolo.com. If it's not one of the hardest new EPs to hit Montreal, come and let me know. You already know. It's your boy, Pharaoh, bigging up, mcitysolo.com. Keeping the culture alive. I gotta give thanks to West Can Folk Performing Company. For the last 40 years plus, they've been promoting our culture through song, drum, and dance, educating youth, the children, the seniors. Just check them out, westcanfolk.com.
Girl, what are you cooking?
My curry chicken.
Ooh, you're burning it.
Oh, gosh, it looks so...
It's okay, girl. You need the Curry House. They have the best Caribbean food in town. 2 locations in Montreal, West Island, and Côte-de-Neige. For more information, follow Caribbean Curry House, MTL. Don't forget to mention the Empower Hour for your 10% discount.
So, who placed in the order?
Me.
DeVito, WizKid, Burna Boy. Those are just some of the big names that's blessed Montreal thanks to Afrobeats Montreal. Definitely check out Afrobeats MTL for all concerts, show listings, everything that has to do with Afrobeats in the city. Check out Afrobeats MTL. One full circle. We are the Melanated Community Resource Hub and Network. What does that mean? We're here for each other. This is really good. So in terms of, and we're just products and stuff very quickly.
Yeah, she had the product.
Yeah. So now, and you heard the question again, and I'm not sure if you've experienced it within your circle as well. People who are looking for healing, people are looking for cleansing. I have people who are trying to detox, like just trying to get things out of their system. So I don't know if we could talk a little bit about the products and stuff that you carry as well that caters to these things, and then let's dive into the event because the event is very timely.
Oh, okay. So, as you know, I'm a self-taught herbalist, and I also learned from working with mentors, and one of my mentors is Fabiola as well. So, I love to create tinctures. Tinctures are concentrate herbal extract from the plant that you let the plant macerate, like in alcohol and sometimes with glycerin. And what I love about it is it goes into the cycle also, because the tincture is not going to be ready in one day. You have to nurture, you have to put it under the moon, some of them you put them under the sun. So it takes, it takes time. It's time. So what I love about them, and there's so many herbs. So I have a lot of tinctures, and each of them are specific for, if it's to boost the immune system. I have one for coming in 2 months. It's available, but in 2 months, we're going to start having the pollen out. We're going to have spring. So we have a bunch of herbs that you can use to reduce the systemic effect of the pollen and allergy. Wow. I have also one that helped me myself, and a lot of those are things that I use myself. And like Fabiola, I was selling them to friends, and then people were like, yo, you should offer them to more people. So this is a Womalai. It's to support your menstrual cycle, reduce cramp, really, really help you, especially, if you're going through a phase that, and I'm not into putting bandage on, issues, but while you're looking to find the root cause, the Caucasian factors of the problem, sometimes we need a blend date so you can work to find the root of the problem. Right, yeah. So you can use tinctures, you can use tea. So this is what I do. I do herbal tinctures as well. And Fabiola and I, we do personalized tincture herbal consultation, if to really help you find the herbs that would suit what you need. But myself, I really focus on herbs that support the different phases of your menstrual cycle, which you have 4 of them. So I tailor a lot of my tincture toward those, and I also offer EFT and TFT session and meditation session as well. And I'm a wellness coach. But
and you forgot the crystals.
And oh yes. Because I love energy work, I also make beautiful crystals. Again, I also work with the energy of the chakra. Chakra means a wheel, and we have different chakra in the body. So each of them have an effect on different organs in the body. So I use myself crystal to help align my energy, for meditation, for relaxation. So I do also beautiful crystal necklace as well. So I don't put myself in a box. I don't limit myself. So I go with the flow. I go with everything that bring me passion and that bring me joy. And this allow me to really go after my dharma, which is my life purpose. And I don't want to put myself in a box. I touch everything that brings me joy. So, and I'm here to share, to light the path for people, because I myself, not gonna lie, I went through difficult issues with my health. And when you go through the dark phases, when you go to the dark and things are hard, and then you find redemption and you find healing, you cannot keep it this for yourself. You have to bring it to others. So this is what I make it a passion to share about body literacy, not what is in the book, but the real, go back to the matriarchal. This is the time we need to go back to the matriarchal, because as we see, the patriarchal is not serving us. So voila.
Well said. My God. And I'm excited. So let's transition right into the event that you guys have coming up. Like, because it's like, for people who are listening, I'm sure they want more, and I'm glad, because that's exactly that's the purpose of you guys being on here. So we have an event coming up. This one is on February 19th.
Yes. We have an event.
Sovereignty?
Yeah, womb sovereignty. So this event, like Naike said, we work together to provide healing, and we were designated to keep the tradition. We women, when I say we talk women, we're designated mostly to uphold the tradition. So you're gonna see most, I don't say all, but most healers are women. They're the one that forage. They're the one that prepare concoctions. You're gonna see, oh, my grandma used to do that for me. My grandma used to do, but because we have the mandate to keep our I don't want to say race, but to keep humanity alive, well, and healthy. So when we talk about health, it's not only physical health, but mental health and spiritual health also.
Well said. Okay.
So that being said, we spoke about it, and then I said, Naike, why don't we, because we had a lot of people coming to us telling us, oh, they have fibrosis problem, they have this problem, they have that problem. But like she said, first and foremost, when you are using herbs, you're not going to get a cure right the instant.
Exactly, yeah.
Because it's a process.
Right.
It takes time. It goes through your cycles. It goes through the flow. It's going to take time. But the time that it takes, because you don't have a baby in one day.
Right.
It takes 9 months to grow, to form, to be good, ready to get out. And that, it's the same process. So by using herbs, by using tinctures, by using baths, steams, etc., you are allowing your body to process it and to get rid of what it is that is a problem in your system. So we wanted to showcase that process. What is the problem and how can you take care of it?
Right.
It's not going to happen in one day, but it will happen. And we have testimonies ourselves. We have testimonies, and we're going to let people talk about their issues also.
Right.
And I went through some stuff, and because the thing about my products, each and every one of them have a story.
Okay.
They were created because of something. I created the oil that you like and that you use for to sleep. It's because I used to see my sister always taking Tylenol PM, and I hated it. So I found a way how nature can serve me.
Right.
So this is keeping our system in check all the time. There are alternatives. There are other ways that we can do things.
Okay.
And with this workshop, we are going to try to cover a lot, but not only medically. We're not doctors. We're herbalists. We are not doctors.
Right.
But we are going to tell you what can support that. First and foremost, what it is. How is your uterus made? What is it about your uterus? How can you function? What is it? Because most women just know, okay, I have a uterus, I have two my
Fallopian
Trump
tubes,
tubes,
ovaries.
that's
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
But you don't know how they function and
Right.
what are their cycles and what you should look for, the signs, the symptoms, the how you feel. You don't know how to listen to your body because you listen to the doctor and you say, oh, but the doctor said that in 28 days, and in the 14th day I should be ovulating. No, your body will tell you when you're ovulating. Your doctor is not your body.
Right.
So I'm not telling you not to listen to the doctor. I'm telling you that listen to your body, how your body is reacting, and then
Have the doctor be the
how to
secondary
exactly,
opinion.
exactly.
Right.
Because recently it happened to me. I told my doctor I'm not feeling well. I'm really not feeling well, and she told me, oh no, there's nothing. I said something is wrong. Something is wrong, but it was too short notice because I had to travel, and most likely I fainted in the airplane.
Oh shoot.
Yeah, and when I came back, I most certainly told her. I said, I told you that I wasn't feeling well. I
Right,
told
yeah.
you there was something that was off.
Right.
But it was too short notice for me to have time to fix
self-assess
it
and heal. Right. yeah.
exactly. So when you listen to you, and you're gonna hear Naike is gonna tell you some of her stories also, and she listened to her, and she took the time to heal. The healing didn't happen overnight,
Right.
but it did happen. Now she's a proud conqueror of her uterus,
Right.
and she's a proud conqueror of her body, and
Right.
everybody that will be at this workshop will know, will understand, will hear. And somebody's asking on which calendar. Oh my God, the doctor's calendar for sure. But yes, and so you in this workshop you will learn how to heal yourself, how to listen to yourself, and also you will understand more what are certain irregularities. I don't want to say problem or disease or irregularities
like
that are happening in your body, like PCOS, like fibrosis, like endometriosis, like menstrual cramp and pain, because you're not supposed to suffer from cramp. I prepared a blend for cramp and pain and for the uterine system because I used to suffer from that. Now when it happens, I'm just go, oh, okay. I don't, because I forget that it even happens.
Yes.
And this is how it's supposed to be.
Right.
And when it's done, how do you take care of yourself?
Right.
And some people have bad reviews about vaginal steams, but when I gave birth, I had a vaginal steam. And funny enough, yesterday I was at a workshop and there was a lady that said that she had the vaginal steam for her first child, but she saw the difference. She didn't take it for the second one, and she saw the difference in her body. She saw the complete total opposite. She was right back to her normal self. And then for the second one, it took her longer. And so on and so on. So it is important. And I think this workshop will cover a lot.
I have a question.
And also we're going to touch the spirituality aspects of it. And we're going to show you why the herbs are so spiritual. Because if you're talking about herbs, you have to talk about spirituality.
That's
also.
what I like to hear. So now let me ask you another question. So now it sounds and time is flying. So we have to wrap it up. So now, if we're first of all, this event it sounds very women heavy. Are men? Is this a women exclusive?
Oh my God! I'm gonna let Naike answer that question.
Good, please.
Naike, are men allowed?
Yes, they should come because we need men to step up and support
Aye,
our
Bobo.
women because one of the thing is it's not everybody that can do that, but when a woman is menstruated, it's a time for her to rest. It's a time for her to go inward. It is a time for her to go inside and reflect. So when you have a man that knows when the woman is menstruating, it's a man that can step up. It's like, oh, baby, you're bleeding this week. I'll do the dishes tonight. I'll help you cook. I'll take the boys for 3 hours out so you can rest.
Right.
You know, or also when a man knows and there's not that discuss about blood, they can understand that, you know what, she's in her literal phase. Their hormones are changing. And you know what, she's probably going to have her period soon. You know what can I do to help her. It's like, babe, can I order soup for a week? What do we need? So
Right.
we need men. My son, I have a 12-year-old son. He knows about the menstrual cycle. He
Right.
knows about the sick. I don't want him to be ashamed. And the best thing, he was there for the birth of his little brother. He was there because he knows that birth is beautiful, birth is powerful, and there's nothing to be ashamed. He's not traumatized. He's going to be there for his wife when the time comes to support her. So it's so important. We need men to be involved and stop seeing the feminine as weak. The feminine is beautiful. We are the portal to bring life here. So
I love that. And,
want men
and that,
to be there.
That's great. Also, like for those who are listening, like I feel that also helps to strengten relationships, right? Because we're going through it right now.
It absolutely does strengthen relationships because you feel like your partner, your husband, is really a partner.
Right.
So where through thick and thin, you understand and really complete each other like a puzzle. It's not like you integrate in one another, but you really like a puzzle. You junction. You
connect.
You connect.
Yeah.
And there are certain areas in the puzzle that you don't connect.
Exactly.
And which that makes you unique.
Right.
But where you connect is where it's stronger because it really it's tight.
Yeah.
So this is all a part of the connection also.
Okay.
I'm not gonna ask you to bleed for me, but I'm gonna ask you to understand when I'm going through this phase and give me the support that you can. I'm not going to ask you to give birth to me, but I'm going to ask you when I'm going to give birth. Please be by my side. Hold my hand and support me through this time. And I'm going to ask you also to, when I'm going to give birth, let me do it the way my body feels better. So if I want to squat, which is the best way to have birth, is by squatting. So if I want to squat and give birth by squatting, hold me, make me feel that you are there and you understand that I'm going through something, that the only support that you can give me is your strength and your trust and your belief that we are doing this together.
Woo! Guys, so
I think it's actually very, very beneficial for those reasons, but also I think the men should come out and, your sons, if old enough, because what about your daughters, men who have daughters?
Exactly.
When the mom is not around.
Exactly.
Those are things that I feel like a lot of young girls end up being ashamed of their cycles because the men in the house don't understand. Your brothers, like, ew. These are things that we need to make sure that we all understand why we're all needed and part of this union. And a lot of people don't understand that when a woman has her menstrual cycle, what she's actually doing is cleansing, and not just her body, but the energy around us in your household.
Yep.
She is picking up all of the bad stuff, all the bad energy, and she's harvesting it in her womb. Hence why a lot of women have those issues down there: endometriosis, fibroid tumors, blockage in the tubes. A lot of those come from the mindset, what is happening around you and what she's gathered up on a monthly basis, stored in her womb, and then used as like medicine, to heal the world. So this is,
and I'm going to let Naike talk because she has something that she wants to say, but there's going to be a chanting also to regain power from your uterus. And I'll also explain to you the Taino ritual when you are having your menarche. There is a complete ritual that is a 28. It's beautiful.
This is gonna be.
I love it.
Okay, so for people who are listening and they want to know, they're ready to come. They're ready. They want to be there. What are the details to the event? Where do we sign up? Where do we sign in? What is the cost? Donne-moi tous les détails. On va être là.
Naike, go ahead.
Okay, so it's gonna be on Zoom. So we're gonna have it limited because we don't want to have too much people, so make sure to grab your ticket. And it's going to be on Zoom on February 19 at 6 p.m. So it's a Sunday. So we're going to gather. So come hydrated, bring your tea, bring your pen. And every time Fabiola talk, I always have a pen. So bring your pen. And also, yes, I'm going to share so much. We're going to go through a journey where we're going to visit our menarche. How was your first bleed? How did your mother receive that? How is your village receive that? How did you feel? So we have to go back to that. So we're going to start from the beginning and then move our way through, where I'm going to teach you, we're going to teach you how your menstrual cycle works, which are the different phases, and I love to associate them with the different season of the year. So the spring, inner summer, inner winter, so inner autumn. So we're gonna dive into that. Then we're gonna go to the best part, which are what are the rituals that you can do to support your body? What are the tools that you can use? And I'm not into buying a bunch of things. So we'll share things that you can do that you don't need to spend thousands of dollars. Nice. Things that been used for generation and from around the world that sometimes have taboo around it. And we're going to talk a lot about real masculinity, castor oil, and things that you can. And then simple herbs. And, Fabiola and I, we work with different herbs and sometimes the same herbs, but we're going to talk about herbs that you have in your cabinet right now that to cook that you can use to support your body as well. And before I end that, you can find the link on Fabiola's website and also on my website also to sign up through Fabiola's website. And also it's $100. It's $111 in Canadian because it's on her website. So it's from Canada. So, and also you can follow us on social media, and then we have the link on our bio, which make it easy. And then always feel free to email us or, reach out to us, and then we'll send you the link. And before I give the mic back, I know you asked a question earlier about the juice. People were forced and some had to take the juice. So one of the things that I want to say that if you really need to detox your system, it's really find herbs that will bind with those heavy metals. So there's herb that you can use to help you eliminate. You want to support your liver. You want to support your gallbladder. So this is liver detoxification. And also you want to strengthen your immune system as well. So there's some herbs that you can use like dandelion, peppermint, which is a herb that a lot of people have. So you can start from that. So for the juice detox, you need to support your liver, your immune system, and use herb that binds with heavy metals.
And also when you're in my country, you always say when you're cleaning the inside, you also have to clean the outside. Or when you clean the outside, you also have to clean the inside. So when you're taking a tea, it's not only taking the tea for itself, but you also have to clean from the outside also. Because one impacts the other because you have pores. Right. So one impacts the other. So you clean outside and you clean inside. That way you're ready. And whatever you are going to, whatever protocol you're going to use, either for fibrosis, either for PCOS, this is the first thing that you have to do in the protocol. It's detox. Detox outside, detox inside, and then start the protocol.
I love it.
Lymphatic system, it's the number one. You want to work on the lymphatic system.
So this is
dry brushing. So come to the workshop.
That's what I'm saying. I'm excited for it. Shoot, I don't know about you, Kai, but I think it's something we got.
I need it.
Yep, we got it.
No, I'm serious. I'm going through it right now.
Yeah, it's I'm telling you, this is awesome. I think it's something that the entire community wants to be at or needs to be at. So now, contact info, please. So again, one more time, if you could just repeat the website.
Okay.
Phone numbers if needed. And then we'll end off with our empowering words, because I like to put our guests on the spot a little bit, and I like for you guys to leave our listeners with some empowering words.
Okay. First and foremost, the website is www.elavidjo. It's ELAVIDJO.org. ORG. Now, on you're gonna find it on Facebook. But you also will find it on Instagram. Okay. And you will find Naike on Simply Naike, SIMPLY NAIKE on Instagram, or Love Your Crystals. That is also her page on Instagram, where she has her products, etc. On both pages, you will find the link in our bios to go straight to the website where you can purchase your tickets.
Amazing.
The workshop is, we said 2 hours, right, Naike?
It's gonna go over a little bit.
Yeah, but we know that it's gonna go over, and this is the part 1. We have to say that it's the part 1.
Okay.
And we have other stuff that are on the works.
Okay.
Even though we're doing this part 1, we're gonna have the part 2.
Amazing.
Also, because we want to tackle menopause and sexual pleasure, sexuality, etc. So we're gonna have a part 2, of course, and we're gonna have a retreat.
Okay. That's where I was about to say, we gotta talk. I gotta have you come up with the OFC Healing Retreat and Campground.
Yeah.
You gotta come. I was just wondering if Naike is gonna be coming to Montreal for it. If she's gonna come up.
Yeah, she is. She already knows. I already told her.
That'd be good. Okay, so I'm really looking forward to this. Awesome. It's again, like what you guys are doing is exceptional. It's very timely. It's needed in the community. It's needed on the planet. So I'm grateful to you guys. I thank you guys for what you're doing and for listening to the guidance that's come from within.
Yes.
So thank you for that.
Yeah. And Naike, I'm gonna let you say your final word, then I'll say mine. Okay.
So thank you so much for listening. I'm waiting so much for all of you to come to this workshop. It's a lot of year of knowledge, a lot of year of wisdom that we want to share. We want to light the path for others, and we are still learners ourselves. And I really want people to take the time to stop being at war with their body and to reclaim their inner power. We are here on this earth for this journey, and life is precious and short and long, and we have to move forward and take time to be grateful and enjoy life and learn and explore.
Awesome. Well said. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. And yes.
And what I can say is that we have been given the greatest gift. We women have been given the greatest gift, is the gift of being the elders of humanity. So we carry humanity in our womb. We create every nation there is.
That's right.
Recreate every nation. But we forget that we have also, it's important also to protect, preserve, and treat and heal ourselves in order for us to continue doing our life's mission, is being the pillars of humanity. So health, nature are just one. There's no difference between one or the other. They fuse in one another. So I wish that every woman, but also that have this amazing job of creating, procreating, of healing, will come up and take their stand and take their place to pursue our life's mission. Thank you.
Queens, I have to thank you guys both again for being on Parley with the People. It's exceptional. Thank you for also just being here to support the Empower Hour. We're glad to be here at you guys' service and for creating this opportunity for you guys to be able to share with the community. And looking forward to being there. You guys will see me on there. My wife and I'm sure, and probably our daughters and sons, will be on watching and taking part. So thank you guys.
Kings and Queens, this was the Empower Hour with Pharaoh Freeman, Queen Kaya, and Gina the Great. We are on live every Sunday from 7 to 9 p.m. and broadcasting Thursday mornings at 7 a.m. on CKUT 90.3 FM. Hopefully you got your dose of entertainment, enlightenment, and empowerment. Subscribe and watch us on empowermtl.com and email us at empowermtl@gmail.com to anonymously be featured on our What's the Tea Mail segment. Stay blessed, black, and highly favored.